Silence your notifications. We're back. Welcome to another episode of Situationship. What have you been up to?
I'm not going to lie, not much, but I wanted to talk about a couple things. I went to my first farmer's market of the summer recently, and I was like, why don't I do this more often? I love a good little farmer's market. I feel like it's just perfect. All the artisans, then you got the produce and everything. And then, I didn't really get too much personally. I did get a scone from a lady who did sourdough everything.
Yum.
So sourdough scones, sourdough bread, baguettes, you name it.
Yeah.
She bakes it. Loved it. It was so good. And then I got myself some local honey. Since
it's a farmer's market must.
Yes, I feel like that's one of those things I will almost always buy if I'm, out of it or I don't have any, because I just love having tea. And then also I put honey on my yogurt or whatever, and it feels nice to support someone local, but then they have proven that it helps with your allergies and stuff.
For sure.
So yes, I am going to buy your, homemade honey.
Did you get any jams or spreads?
No jams or spreads.
No flour sprinkles?
No flour sprinkles.
Man.
No, unfortunately, there actually were no jams at this one, which is
I'm surprised.
very unusual.
Yeah, where there is honey, there is typically jam.
I know. No. But they also had bourbon honey, which I tried for the first time.
Okay.
It was good. I liked it. It was, you definitely tasted the bourbon, but it was sweet. It would probably taste very good in a cake or something, maybe even in a tea. I just knew I wasn't going to use it as regularly as my...
Yeah, I'm typically not into anything that's bourbon infused at all. Bourbon barrel, anything. I just really can't stand the taste of bourbon.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but
with honey,
I liked it in the honey. Maybe just because it was so sweet, it took that...
the burn edge off?
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because that's why I can't drink bourbon for me, is it's that, I don't know, it hits the back of your throat really hard.
Yeah. It's a little spicy.
Yeah. We went to that bourbon barbecue.
Oh yeah, that bourbon
beer
tasting.
There was this whole, we were walking around, and I think I had 2 tastings of bourbon, because every time I was coughing, I was oh, that hurts.
Yeah, once we realized that they were actually having samples of things that weren't bourbon, we were okay,
yeah,
we can do this. They had some seltzers and stuff that we could try, and we ended up doing a seltzer tasting instead of bourbon tasting.
No, I was I'll take the beer, I'll take the seltzer, I'll take everything but the bourbon.
Yeah,
please and thank you. Yeah, it wasn't for me. But how was your night last night?
It was good. I am sleep deprived. I don't think I went to bed until 11. I don't know, something like that, which, is it's pretty late for me. Mm-hmm. But we went to a backyard hibachi birthday party. So fun. We were just cracking up. The chefs were hilarious. They're so typically hibachi chefs really interact with the people there, and they were calling everyone mommy and daddy, and it was just the joke of the evening. They had sake in what do you call them, water squirt guns.
Yes.
And they were shooting them in people's mouth. So it was a whole big thing. I wasn't expecting quite that, but it was fun.
No, I've seen that so popular now. I've seen this multiple people I know have done that for bachelorettes, for parties and things, family parties. And I'm how fun is that? Having someone come to you.
Yeah.
And you guys just get to hang out, eat, drink. You're not worrying about driving home. You're just there having a good time.
We were all in the neighborhoods. We just had to walk. So it was great. Yeah. Super fun. Definitely a unique experience that I thought that, I never would have thought I would have done, but fun, super entertaining. The food was good. Good vibes all around.
Love it. I love hibachi too. That's one of those things that's I don't think of food wise.
Yeah.
But then whenever I have it, I'm this is really good.
It's delicious. Yeah. And it's always fun. It's very entertaining.
They really are performers.
Yes.
They're not just chefs. They're
and they were, flipping the food, and the kids, of course, loved that part. They were all trying to catch the shrimp in their mouth and stuff. So Good time had by all.
Yeah. That's so fun. I'm glad that worked out really well. I know. I was wondering. I was like, I wonder how late she stayed up, because I sent you a late text. I was like,
oh no, I was asleep.
I unfortunately also stayed up late last night, although mine was because I got rendezvoused into playing a card game that I had never played before. Everyone was out there playing cards, and I was like, I guess like I'll play a couple rounds of this game. I only had like 2 brain cells working. So, and learning card games, like, I'm probably one of the worst people at learning card games.
It does require like brain power. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Especially this one, because I don't even know what it's called. Okay. So I'm not even going to try. Like, I don't know. I think Ashley was saying it was a mix between like war and something else. And I don't even remember. But basically you're like pulling cards really quickly. The suits determine how many cards you pull, and then based off of the stacks, you can gain the cards by slapping them.
Yeah, I'm already out. See, that's too many rules. Like, if it's an evening and if there's like a beverage involved, and then I have to be like super focused, like, no, I'm out. Like, I can do very simple things, because then
solitaire.
I can do a little solitaire. I can do a little war. But if I'm supposed to be like having a conversation and a beverage and like following what's happening in a card game with like 10 different rules, like, just count me out.
Oh no, there were no conversations to be had, because this was getting aggressive, because you have to slap the cards hard. So you're smacking everyone's hands. I didn't know smacking, because I was just trying to figure out what was happening, because the different stacks, like, there's rules for the stacks. Like, if it's the same card as the last one put down, you smack it. If it's like a sandwich, you smack it. If there's a king and queen, that's called a marriage, you slap it. And you have to gain all the cards that you can.
Okay.
So that's why I was just like, I was lost in the sauce. I was watching them. Like, I played my cards until I ran out, and normally you can slap back in.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. Yeah. I won't slap in. I'll just watch you guys. So also it was like, in case we play again, like, I'll just watch.
You were like learning the rules,
yes,
figuring it out.
I'm like, I have to learn, because the way Ashley and her friend were playing, they were so quick at it. I mean, barely even looking at the cards, I was like, dang, like, y'all used to play.
Yeah.
I do love a good like board game or card game, but I will not lie. I'm not great at it. It took me a minute to even understand solitaire, let alone, and that's like so simple. Like, I don't know if I have what it takes to get good at that, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Also, I feel that same way about chess. Like, you can count me out for chess. It's a lot of rules, and
too many rules.
A lot of like strategy, and like my version of strategy is like tic-tac-toe. You know, like I can strategize that. I can strategize Connect 4. Yeah. But once we get to chess, it's like, that's a little too much brain power.
What happened to a good game of checkers?
Yeah, checkers.
Checkers. I love checkers. Checkers is the baby version of chess. I used to love playing. Me and Dad used to go hard at checkers at one point. I used to like beg him to play checkers with me, because that was fun.
Yeah. Backgammon. We used to play backgammon.
I've never played that.
Dad never taught you Oh, man. No. Well,
I missed out on some of these games, because so many people, they'll like, oh, my family plays all these games. And I'm like, when? We never played like card games like that.
We did when I was a kid.
Okay, well, not me. So now this is why I'm like inept at playing card games. It's because I'm like, ugh. Like, the most I think I played was like spoons and like.
Yeah, we used to do like gin rummy and stuff. But it was also like a different time, you know?
It's true.
Like, we didn't have a computer, you know, in the house until I was, I don't know, maybe I was like in 5th grade. I can't remember exactly. So there were other things that we did. We did more like Clue. And
I do love Clue.
Gin rummy and stuff like that.
We played a lot of Clue. We played a lot of Life. Just like no card games.
Yeah,
so
that surprises me.
Yeah, no. This is why I suck at card games still. But I'm like, well, this is time to. That's why I learned solitaire in the last couple years. Yeah, it just shows how long it took. To get me there. Like, I remember watching Dad play solitaire on the computer for hours on end. Never learned until a couple years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm behind. I'll never play poker a day in my life.
Oh, no, you could do it.
You think so? I just like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I just see people like flipping cards and being like, and like tapping the table. Hit me.
Yeah, like, maybe you don't like do it like the professionals on the TVs do, but you could get like, you know, some girls and play poker.
Yeah, probably.
It's way less intense. But yeah, I think I'm out on that game that you were playing with your friends. I don't want to be slapping.
No, it was
cards.
very intense. I think I need to play that with like people that are like me.
Yeah,
like
more novice level.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I can
up.
like work my way up.
For sure.
Because they were going so quick. I'm like, this is very impressive, but you're way different level.
Yeah, that's like very intimidating too. Like I hate going into a game and like everyone knows what they're doing and it's just like me. Like that's one thing about me. I hate sucking.
Yeah.
At things.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to be the best, but I do not want to be the worst. And so like you put me in a competitive situation with a game I don't know how to do, like I get very uncomfy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I am. That's why last night I was also so tired. I was like, I don't even have the brain power to give this my all right now. Yeah. So I was like, so I'm going to tap out and just watch.
Like a slap out?
Yes. No, I unfortunately will not be. Well, actually, I do love an intense card game though. Like Spoons is fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I've played Spoons.
Yeah, that's basically the same because you're grabbing spoons really quickly and that gets intense. People's fingers may be broken in the process, but it's fun. I haven't done that in years though.
Yeah.
So much for that. Well, anything else that you've been up to?
I've still been on my reading game. So I haven't like finished a book because I'm in between two right now. Okay. I like to do like a little Audible and like a Kindle read. So that's what I'm doing right now. And then like if I'm in bed, I'm reading. If I'm like working out or doing chores or stuff, then I'll do my Audible. And I'm listening to my Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I haven't gotten very far. I've heard that people aren't loving it or they're saying it's not like a typical Emily Henry book, but I'm just trying not to listen to it because so far I'm probably only a couple chapters in. I'm finding it enjoyable. Okay. Also because Julia Whalen, my favorite narrator, is the narrator for this book. So that was like a wonderful surprise after I downloaded it. I was like, oh, it's Julia Whalen. I'm so excited. Makes it better. So far so good there. And then I'm really liking Story of My Life by Lucy Score. I've never read any of her books. I know that she's like a big fan favorite amongst the like rom-com kind of readers. Super entertaining. Like, it has me giggling. So I'm feeling really good about that. And that's the one I'm doing on Kindle. It's on Kindle Unlimited. So if any of you are Kindle Unlimited girlies, check out that one. It's good so far.
Okay. No, I'm glad. I had A Great Big Beautiful Life teed up on my Spotify. Mm-hmm. So I actually was starting to listen to that, but I hadn't gone far because I love Emily Henry books. Yeah. I actually want to reread, I think like Beach Read or something again, because that just like felt, the first time I read that, it was during the summer. It was perfect. Like that was that big book that she had like just released. And I was like, oh, this is just so fun. Like, and I think she does very good at making like a good lighthearted like romance. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I don't know, but I also, didn't people not like Happy Place? Wasn't that the book? She wrote Happy Place, right? Yeah,
she did. Yeah, that was last summer's.
Yes, and people hated on that book so hard, and I loved that book.
I loved it. Yeah,
I liked it even more because it was more about friendship than romance. It was like, it was about all love stories basically, kind of intertwined, but also like her love for her friends and like her favorite place and things like that. Yeah, and that just like sat even harder with me than some of the other books. Like I like all of the books I've read from her, but that one was one of my favorites and people hated on it. So I don't know if I
necessarily trust the public's opinion.
Yeah, maybe not.
Another book thing that I just saw is that Ellen Hildebrandt's 5-Star Weekend, they're making into a movie. Oh, wow. Or like a TV series, I think. I'm very excited about that because I loved that book. That was such a good light read. I think I did that last summer or the summer before. So I'm excited to see. I mean, they kind of always fumble the ball when it comes to books and to TV series, but I'm really hopeful for this one.
Yeah, no, I'm hopeful too. It does make me nervous because also Carrie Soto's Back is being turned into a movie.
Yes.
Which, I'm very excited for that because that book, I really liked that book. But it does. It makes me nervous because it's true. Adaptations typically don't go well. But frankly, I've been seeing like a lot of books being turned into TV shows and movies recently. And I think it's because Hollywood has nothing to make anymore. They're like, they've no creativity left. So they're like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to steal a popular book.
Which is honestly like not a horrible idea as long as they execute it.
I know.
Like these are really great stories that people have already related to. So yeah, like I'm down with that as long as you don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I agree. I think some of it just means their budgets tend to be a little lower and you can just like tell. But it kind of comes down to the actors or actresses that play too. I think it's like the outfits, who plays them. Because like for whatever reason, I feel like those are the things that tend to be off for me. I'm like, that doesn't look like something that they would wear based off the character, or that's not how that person would react or like say things. Like they pick some random actor and I'm like, ugh, why?
Jennifer Garner is supposed to be in 5 Star Weekend. She's supposed to be the star. So
I do love her.
I mean, that does make me feel a little bit more hopeful. I'm going to hold out hope for this one.
Honestly, it makes sense. I think we have seen some great ones like Dune, like Timothée Chalamet was in that, and that was like rave reviews all around. And Zendaya, I mean, apparently I haven't read it. It is on my TBR, but I mean, people have said great things about that one. So I'm like, well, that's good, but it's true. Then you get like some random ones and you're like, what are you doing? So hopefully.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. More books to movies if done properly.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Other than that, sweet treats in summer. I've been on my sweet treat grind lately.
Have you been making sweet treats or I've been just consuming
sweet treats. I know. And I love baking and like cooking, but no, it's mainly been me going to get ice cream.
But don't sell yourself short because you did make a cherry pie.
Oh, I did. Yes. I made my first ever cherry pie for Father's Day because our father notoriously loves cherry pie.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like the store-bought versions.
I mean, they're not great.
They're not. But frankly, like when I tasted them, I'm like, I don't know, because I never had really had cherry pie before. So I'm like, I really don't know where to place this on the scale of like, is this good or bad, or is this just like, I don't know. But I did make that, and that was really fun and delicious. And I had extra filling, which I didn't do anything with, which is sad. But like you could top it on like pancakes or waffles.
You should have just eaten that with like a scoop of ice cream on top of it. That would have been delish.
No, they said that they were like with brownies. Like you could do so much with the cherry filling.
Yeah.
But I was like, that probably won't be the last time I make him cherry pie, because he seemed to like it, and I was happy. Because every time I make something new, I like am nervous. I get so anxious about it because I'm like, what if this turns out sucky and I just wasted like all these ingredients and no one likes it? But I was happy with how that turned out.
No, everyone loved it. It was a success.
Yes, I was pleased. And hopefully next time I'll do it with like real cherries. I just have to get a pitter because I'm not hand pitting.
That would be really a lot of work. Yeah.
I know. That's why I got frozen cherries, because I couldn't find a pitter. I was like, I can't order one in time. I was like, whatever, frozen cherries it is. I mean, also they keep, so whatever. But yeah, it would be fun to do that. I do still really want to make an olive cake with peaches on top. It's from Wishbone Kitchens, aka Meredith's cookbook that I received, and she has that olive oil cake with like whipped cream peach topping.
Okay.
It sounds really good. It looks delicious. But I am nervous because I've never made an olive oil cake. But you just follow the recipe.
Yeah.
It should be fine. That's
for the most part.
With cooking, I don't always. I just kind of like throw. With baking,
it's a little bit more precise.
It is more precise. I do try to be way more on top of it, because it's true. Like even when I read a recipe from like her cookbook, I'm like, I'm just gonna add this, or I'm not gonna add that in. Like I'll just mess around with it because I think it's fun to play with my food and just like do what I want. But Not with baking. You really can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that so much.
No.
Okay, but besides that, you've been eating lots of ice cream.
Lots of ice cream. Because there's an ice cream place near us here that's in walking distance, which is...
That's dangerous.
Very dangerous. And they also have like some of the best ice cream low key in the area. I did try a new ice cream place too down here. It's called Spotty Dog RVA.
Okay, well that's just cute.
Yeah.
I just want to go there. It reminds me of Spotty Dottie, who was like my fave character back in the 90s.
I don't even know who
you don't
Spotty
even know who
Dottie
Spotty Dottie is. So she was one of Hello Kitty's friends. She's a Sanrio Dalmatian.
Stop.
Naturally, and she has like a little pink bow. And yeah, her name was Spotty Dottie, and I loved her.
That is such a cute name.
Yeah,
like that would be such a cute Dalmatian name.
It would be.
Yeah. No, that's so sweet. No, it is. It's like a Dalmatian, like a spotty dog. And they even have, so it's just cute in there. So it's supposed to be like New England style ice cream, which what that is.
Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I think it's just like icier. Like it's more, the texture's different.
Okay.
When
so
we went.
Less like creamy.
Less creamy, less
more
milky.
Icy. Okay.
Yeah. But not like full on like Italian ice or anything.
Okay.
But it just like leans more that way, I guess. But it was really good. We got like key lime pie ice cream because that was one of their flavors of the week. And yeah, it was great. It had like marshmallow like fluff whipped in it and graham crackers, and it was great.
That sounds delish.
Yeah, no, it was cute. So yeah, lately I've been, because I really have not been eating a lot of sugar. Like I just haven't been really wanting it that much. But ice cream lately, something about like
summer, you know,
summer.
You gotta have a little icy treat at the end of a hot summer day.
Exactly, it just hits. And I went yesterday too, and the line to this ice cream, crazy. I was like, everyone is on the same wave. They're like, ice cream. It's a Saturday night. I am going to get some. So yeah, sweet treat summer for sure for me.
Yeah. I can't wait to go to the beach so I can get my little ice cream after.
Yeah.
Because there's like this cute little ice cream shop that's like attached right next to the hotel. So, you know, we're going to go down there. And it's like, why do you always have to get ice cream at the beach? I'm like, it's a requisite. Like,
no, that's so fun.
You have to get ice cream at the beach.
Just especially when you're like, you come back, you've been in the sun all day, like the heat, and then you just get a little sweet treat, a little ice cream. Cuts through that real nice.
Yeah, that's in my future. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be worth it. Okay, so moving on to our main topic of the day.
Yes, very important things.
Clearly, yeah, we're really telling people the hard-hitting stories here. A list of things that we think should be illegal. Just everyday life things.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna kick it off.
Okay, go for it.
People that listen to movies or music on an airplane, or really just in a confined space, especially with no AirPods or earbuds in their ears.
Yeah, jail. You know, and I think that they have changed the rules.
Yeah.
Because I was with Ellie on a plane and we hadn't even taken off yet. And she had her iPad and she was like doing a game. And honestly, like I'm so tuned out because I hear like little noises like that all the time that I wasn't even aware that like her sound was on. I was just tuning it out. And a flight attendant came up and she was like, hey, does she have headphones? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. Totally. And she was like, no, it's fine. We just have like a sound-free flight. I don't know exactly what she called it, but essentially like you cannot listen to anything unless you have headphones, earbuds, like whatever in. And thank you, airlines, for making that rule because it's true. Like nobody else wants to listen to some random YouTube video that you're listening to. Like we don't want to hear it.
No, and I did hear that the last time I flew the first flight, the American Airlines said, please make sure, you know, you're like wearing, like headphones or something when listening to whatever. They like verbatim said it, and I went, oh, that's a new one. But on my second flight, somebody was listening to like a volleyball video because I had a ton of people from like a volleyball tournament.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how big this volleyball tournament was because the whole airport was packed with volleyball girls that were like middle school high school age. Like, I mean, everywhere. Tons of parents. Like, it was insane. I mean, most of my flight was related to this tournament of some sort. I don't know. But literally one of the guys went up to this guy and was like, hey, so you need to turn that off. Basically, like, this one guy had enough and like went up to him, and I was like, oh, that was like, they're fighting. Yeah. But he was like, and he came back and he was like, I love volleyball, but like, I can't listen to the whistles anymore. I was like, because I had my AirPods in, so I could not hear that going on. But he was like, I'm over it. Guess it had been going on for like a couple hours at that point.
Gosh, that's crazy. And it's just like, you have no self-awareness, you know, like, come on.
Well, also, people that typically do it, it's not like they have it on like a low volume. They have it like all the way up.
Yeah.
And so it's just like blaring for everybody to hear.
Along those lines, like, people who talk on speakerphone.
Yeah.
And like out and about, they're like at Target walking around and they're on speakerphone. No. Please don't. Just put the phone up to your ear or wear some AirPods, whatever. Yeah. You know, like, we don't need to hear your entire conversation. And of course, it's like always the people who are talking about like crazy stuff. Like, they're talking about some drama and they like want everyone to know.
Yeah. You're like, blah, 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 went to jail and you're now this person's bailing him out. And you're like, whoa, all right.
Yeah. You're just airing all of your laundry.
Yeah. No, it's true. I don't. It's funny too, because it's just so easy. And if your hands are that full, you just say like, hey, can I call you back? If you're doing it in the parking lot, I don't care. But it's again, a confined space. If I have to be next to you and you're doing that, I'm gonna be annoyed about it.
Yeah. Unless you have like some really good juicy story, then maybe I'll listen.
Yeah. No, that is true. Sometimes I'm like, oh, really? That is happening. Let me just
Tell me more.
Yeah.
She was wrong for that. You'd like join in the combo.
No, that reminds me of this. They were roommates thing too. Do you know? Oh no, you don't, because you never were on Vine.
No.
Never mind.
Sorry.
It was like,
I've heard that reference before, but I have no idea what it means.
It's basically like this girl was walking by and she goes, and they were roommates, like on the phone. And this guy turns in and goes, and they were roommates. Like, I don't know. It was just like this random thing. But applicable. Yeah. I mean, she was wearing like something, but she could just hear her say side. That. Yeah. But it was funny. No, another like thing, when people are texting and they say like, OMG, like, guess what? Or you're not going to believe this. And then you go and respond back to them and you send multiple texts and they don't respond to you. Why are you teasing me like that?
Rude.
So rude. I'm like, you're going to drop some hot gossip in my lap and then you're just withholding that now?
Yeah. You just get too busy to answer now?
Yeah. Like, where was this? Like, I needed that. Or just sometimes I'm like, why didn't you just tell me what it was thing. Because now I'm going to be spiraling and wondering what you meant.
100%. Or also when someone says, can we talk? And then like no context, like that will get my heart racing every time. Mom did that to me not too long ago. She texted me, I think like, do you have a second to talk? And my mind like goes into crazy. I'm like, is somebody injured? Is somebody in the hospital? Like, this sounds serious. Like, what's the deal? And she was just like wanting to talk about like buying tickets to something. And I was like, okay, like you can't do that. Can't do that to me.
No, she's also hit me with you need to call me. That scares me. And she's hit me with that more than once. And I'm like, don't say that unless someone is dying or in the hospital, because like,
that's where my mind goes.
Yeah. I'm like,
something bad is happening.
Yeah. I'm like, you need to call. Okay. I'm calling you right this second. Like the minute I see that, like my heart drops straight to my stomach. I'm like, oh, calling. No.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's rude. It's like, or like I've even gotten like from my friends, like SOS, like 911 from them. And I'm like calling them, like freaking out. And they're like, oh no, it's just like this, like, they're like, I need help with like picking out this like outfit or doing something. I'm like, do not do that unless you are seriously in danger or need help, because
like Amanda's following you.
Yes.
And you're nervous.
Yes. I'm like, don't do that, because that like, why would you do that? Now you've got me like all rattled for an outfit or something.
You could write outfit emergency, then I know what we're doing.
Yeah, just being like, I really need your help with XYZ. Mm-hmm. That is fine. Do not be hitting me with SOS or 911.
Yeah, 911 is no. That is for serious issues.
That's
only.
Rude. Yeah, very rude. Don't be doing that. Gets my heart going. Other things. It's Euro summer. Euro summer. I, though, cannot stand when people are posting like all the spots, like they're going to Italy or they're going somewhere and they're like pretending that they discovered Europe. Like this is them discovering Italy. Like, I don't know. There's something about that. Same thing when people come back and they're like faking
the accents. Yeah, when they're like, oh yeah, I just spent a few weeks in Barcelona.
I'm like, Ibiza.
Yeah, I'm like, stop it. Stop it.
Put it away.
Yeah.
No, it's like that. And even just like I don't know. It will be like, have you ever like been to like this spot and it's like the Colosseum and you're like, babe, like thousands.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. You're like, oh, like totally. They're like a major club or like restaurant there. I'm like, okay. I'm so happy that you had a great time and that you loved,
whatever,
the pizza, like Leaning Tower pizza. But like, yeah, other people have been there.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been to Italy and had this little thing called gelato?
Yeah. And you're like, well,
number one recommendation,
groundbreaking,
get gelato.
Yeah. You're like, and
try their pizza.
Yeah. Do you know they cut it with a fork and a knife? You're like, okay, anyone that's ever traveled or like been on Pinterest for their travel knows this, but I'm so glad that you guys had a good time.
I know, it is funny. I think we've talked about this before, but like you going to a concert and posting 47 blurry videos of Beyonce on stage, but all we can hear is you screaming like, girlfriend, we can't even hear Beyonce. Mm-mm. You're ruining it.
Yeah.
And also, if we would have been there, we would have been there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I stand by that. Anytime I see them, I'm like, post one, post two. Do not post 5,000 of them. Yeah, the quality is probably not good.
It's not.
It's normally not. And the vibes are just like, meh, it's not the best. It's not the best. And it's true. You can never hear the singer almost ever.
Yeah, they're like, you just hear screaming.
You just hear.
And there's like lights flashing and you're like, yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, you're like, the vibes are so high. Yeah, everyone's having such a good time at this concert. You can kind of make them out right over there on the stage. Yeah. No.
Also, people who start a conversation with no offense, but
yeah, what you're gonna say is offensive.
Yeah,
stop doing that.
Mm-hmm. Or not to be rude, but you're being rude.
Yeah. No, or like. I even don't always like when it was like, it's a joke. It was a joke. Like sometimes, yes, I understand. Like you say something off the cuff and you are joking. But if you have to always say it's a joke, is it a joke?
No.
Is it a joke? If you always have to preface that, clearly whatever you're saying isn't coming off as jokey.
No, so that's not. Or it's like hitting a little too on the point, on the head.
Yeah.
So,
no. Speaking of things that just like piss us off.
Yeah.
There are some things media wise from like, I don't care how long ago, that will still piss me off.
There's some things I just can't let go of. And they happened like 20 years ago. And I'm just never going to forget.
Yeah.
Never forget what Justin did to Britney in his Crimea River video. Like, I'm sorry, I can't let that go. He used a Britney impersonator and she got torn apart in the media because they were like, oh, Britney cheated. We don't know. But he like used that narrative and dogged her. And I mean, her reputation was like ruined.
Yeah, it's not a shocker. I mean, we've never known JT to be a classy man.
No, he's kind of done some really shady stuff. The thing with Janet Jackson too, and the Super Bowl still pisses me off because he let her take the fall for the little nipple exposure, whatever, when he was fully a part of it, and he's admitted it now and like apologized. Well, 20 years too late, buddy, because you let her take all of the heat for that.
I know. No, I've heard some real horror stories about him, like people serving him, being like, I don't know. The craziest one I heard was that like, and this is all alleged, like there's no real evidence for this, that he threw water on a waitress because like he didn't want the water or something, like at an award shows type of scenery, like handing out waters, didn't want it, threw it on her.
Maybe it wasn't Evian, you know.
I don't know. And again, I don't know if that's true or not, but like I've heard a lot of rumblings of him. Even if that's not true, I've heard him doing some like crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And I think obviously his recent like DUI, do you know who I am?
This is going to ruin the tour.
Yeah.
What tour? The world tour. So embarrassing.
So embarrassing. Like, it's so embarrassing. What's even, it's just so funny to me. Like, I don't know. So I think he's kind of like getting what's coming to him. Like, I think a lot of stuff's coming out about him now, but yeah, I won't be over that either.
No.
Pisses me
Never
off.
forget.
I also won't get over Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, you did her so dirty.
So dirty. And everyone just kind of like was like, and moved on.
They were kind of like obsessed with it. They're like, oh, Brangelina. And people were, I'm like, how can you be obsessed with this like home wrecker and this new relationship? They were like America's couple.
Yeah. No, they were.
And he ruined it.
Yeah.
And look how that turned out. He also apparently is getting his just desserts.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I don't think he's a good person either. But I just think it's hilarious because like, I mean, now again that everything's like happening, but it does at the time. I'm like, where was the love for my girl, Jennifer?
I know. Everybody loved Jennifer.
I know. And everybody just kind of was like, whatever.
Yeah. And yeah, my heart breaks for her because she was like going through it. Like she really wanted a baby and couldn't get pregnant. And like, yeah, there was so much going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a real jerk for that one.
Yeah, no, he deserves what's coming his way, I fear.
The media also really did Jessica Simpson so dirty when she was with Tony Romo. Well, I mean, they kind of did her dirty, her and Brittany. We'll just take it back. Both of them. It was like the heyday of paparazzi and just like eviscerating these young women alive. And so it just like, it breaks my heart. But when Jessica was with Tony, they like blamed every time he lost a game on her. They said that she was like bad luck, just tore her apart and their relationship. And yeah, I'm never going to forgive them for that.
No, I agree. I think they like made them seem to be like bumbling idiots, which just like really pisses me off because they're just two young girls. Like, sorry, they don't know I don't know. I just like, I think they always made them out to be dumber than they were.
Yeah.
And both of them were quite funny. Mm-hmm. Like, I've even seen like resurgence of clips from Jessica Simpson. Like, was there like a TV show or something?
Was there a TV show or something?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
Which one?
It was called The Newlyweds, and it was with her and Nick Lachey, and was like a cultural sensation.
Sorry. Okay, well, I know I don't like him. He sucks.
Well, yeah, he definitely also sucks. I'll never forget how he treated her either. Like, poor Jessica Simpson. She really got treated poorly.
I know. No, he sucked because he was being mean to her in like all those episodes.
Oh God, he was so awful. And I didn't realize it back then. That's the crazy thing. Like, we were so conditioned. It was like a different time, and I just thought it was kind of funny the way they interacted. And now I watch it back and I'm like, you're a jerk. Yeah. And you were wrong for that.
No, he was so mean to her.
He was so
treated
mean.
Her like a dog.
Yeah,
really.
like belittled her, talked down to her. It was awful.
But like that shows how funny she naturally is.
She's hilarious.
She's so funny. And she just like and she just seems very like charismatic. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why were y'all making her out to be dumb?
Well, because she kind of played into it. And she even admitted that she would play into it. Like, she knew that when she said dumb things that people laughed. And so she played into that character.
No, but I think they all did. Like, Paris and Nicole did
for
too.
Sure.
And they're like A Simple Life or whatever. They've talked about it. Like Paris created this full persona and leaned into it because that was her money. Like, that's where she was getting all her money. And the thing was, I swear they were just like blonde, young, dumb. Boom. That's the narrative.
Yeah. Well, they also, I mean, they were young. They were like thrust. All of them were like thrust into the spotlight at young ages. And then the media just like tore them apart. It's no wonder that like quite a few of them have suffered with different issues.
Yeah. No, I think that the media was just like really harsh on them. And again, they were young. I think a lot of the things like these girls really, most of them got popular when they were teenagers.
Yeah.
And it's just like unfair. I don't know. I feel like they got typecasted and then they got eviscerated. And it's like, all right, they're just coming into their own. Like, it's funny to me because even in my 20s, I'm like, I'm still finding myself and who I am. Why would you do that for someone who's like 16, 17? I'm like, they don't know who they are.
Yeah. Can you imagine having like millions, hundreds of millions of eyes on you like every single day when you're in your teens?
No.
It's terrifying.
So terrifying. It's why things have slowly gotten different with how parents are letting like their kids be photographed and everything. It's just getting a lot stricter because no one wants to deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have to.
Yeah. The drama.
Minors should not have to deal with paparazzi. No. And I think newer,
more recent.
We already had talked about the Hallie Kate and Sophia LaCourte thing. I will never let it go. That is one of my favorite dead horses to keep beating. Okay. Craziness.
Unforgettable drama.
No, it just like the fact that was all over a man be so for real.
I know. And like one date or like maybe 2 dates.
Yeah.
So bizarre.
So weird. No, that one's just too weird to me. What's even crazier to me, I don't think I mentioned that. I'm pretty sure I saw Sophia LaCourte at Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah?
I'm almost 100% sure of it. Because I recognized her at the time and was like, that's an influencer. And I think it's that one girl. And then looking back on it, I'm like, no, that was her. Because I even looked it up later that day. And I was like, I think that's her. She was wearing the same outfit. So I was like, yeah, like pretty sure. And then I was like connecting the dots later. I'm like, that was Sophia LaCourte.
Oh man, you missed a chance to go get some tea in real life.
I know. I was like, I wish I would have said something like, so what do you think about Hallie Kate? I'm sorry. Hallie Kate got me in the divorce though. I fear I love her.
Yeah.
So, but
she was the true winner.
Oh yeah. No, I think she's thriving, doing better. So good for her. And in another thing of TikTok drama, also around a guy, Sophia Colpo and Alex Earl.
Which it kind of seems like now is kind of a non-issue.
No.
Like I feel like it's been squashed.
I think so too.
But it was like high drama there for a while.
Yeah. And but I swear like she even made a comment somewhat recently and people were wondering if it was about them again. But again, that's like all alleged. I don't know. But I just think that one was crazy though, because Sophia Coppola really came out and was like, and he cheated.
And then accused it of being Alex as like the other woman.
Yeah. Which I don't know, but the timeline was close.
Yeah.
It was close, but I mean, they basically were like, both of them were denying heavily, saying, this didn't happen. And
there was no overlap, essentially.
Yeah, no overlap. It just happened soon after, which I just think Sophia Coppola was pissed because he moved on so quickly.
Yeah. And that does sting because they were together for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that doesn't feel good.
No, of course. It definitely hurts. I get it. But that drama will live rent free in my head because I just remember at the time it coming out and me being like, oh, and it was so many back and forth. Like Sophia Coppola made so many videos on it. I was like, girl, even if this is true, I'm like, you need to let it go. Like, stop posting about it. Go to your therapist. Like,
because it probably just makes her look like more thirsty.
Well, it does. It just like sometimes when those things happen, you're like, it makes you look like manic, like a little crazy, even if you're not crazy. If that did happen, whatever. but it looks like you're spiraling.
Yeah.
And so then people are like, oh, look at the train wreck, going down. And you're the star of the show. And so that's when it's like, let's use our coping mechanisms and let's go to our therapists and have a good chat about it, or go to our friends and have a good talk about it.
Yes, 100%.
Talk some trash.
Or, go to Chatty Cath.
Chatty Cath with the ChatGPT therapy.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and Craig Conover admitted that he uses Chatty Cath as a therapist.
He would. With all his money and can't afford a therapist.
Well, no, he says that he has a real therapist too, but like he uses Chatty Cath. Like he just like talks to her when he's driving or like on the road, and she gives him like, real-time feedback.
HIPAA violations go crazy.
I know. I mean, he was talking about, he's like, oh, it's great because she remembers everything that we've talked about before, which yeah, she does. But what is she going to do with that information?
She's storing that information.
What is she doing with it?
No, that's like the whole point.
That's not private.
ChatGPT, it stores that's why I was saying like HIPAA. I mean, it's not the same for medical, whatever. That's a different.
Yeah,
but
because it's
true.
not. Yeah, Chatty Cath is not, a medical professional, so she doesn't have to be held to those standards.
No, I love when the CEO has come out lately and said, you guys are getting too dependent on Chatty Cathy. Like straight up was like, you need to use her less.
Yeah.
When you have the CEO, the one who's making money off of Chatty Cath, and being like, let's stop.
Yeah. It's a little scary.
They
did like, I saw a study, like a headline about like brain scans too, of people who are relying too heavily on Chatty Cath, and how like their brain function is actually like deteriorating.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So, use her sparingly. I mean, she's still a friend.
Yeah. She's a resource.
Don't make her your brain.
Yeah. Your entire personality. Yeah. No, it is true. It is interesting how everyone's been, and I won't lie, like I like using her.
I know. She's very handy. She compiles information so quick.
It is very nice. Like synthesizing. Yes. Researching. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she's supposed to be, again, a resource of many. Yeah. Somewhat to hit a Google search every now and then.
Yeah. Or just like think about it, like
really hard.
Close your eyes and think about it.
Really process, like our own computer.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you have the same thing.
Yeah. You do. Your own computer.
Yeah.
She works wonders.
She does. Yeah. And better if you exercise her.
It's true. Start doing our puzzles and our cards. Okay. Well, before we're done for the day, we do have our dog of the month segment.
Dog of the month.
Okay. So this time I got this recommendation actually from some of my friends. This pupper is Macy, and Macy is such a cutie at Luna's house. Okay. So Luna's house is a shelter in the Baltimore, Maryland area. And it's highly recommended because they don't just take in dogs. No, they take in cats, rabbits, small mammals, aka like chinchillas.
Okay, I was like, small mammals? Are you taking in squirrels?
No, small mammals.
House raccoons?
Guinea pigs, some rats, birds, and then reptiles as well.
Okay.
And they are like a smaller rescue. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the times they are asking for people to help foster, take in dogs. So if you are available and in the area, highly recommend if you have the resources. Currently, Macy, our dog of the month, is in foster care. She is a American Bulldog Terrier mix. Mm-hmm. I will show you this picture of her.
Oh, she's wearing jammies.
She's in jammies.
Oh my gosh, she has got, are those cloud pajamas?
They are.
Oh, what a good girl you are. You're so sweet.
She's so sweet. Literally the cutest thing. Granted, okay, a couple things. She does not do well with cats. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for a dog that would do well with your cats. And she is unfortunately not able to live in an apartment. But
okay. She needs probably a little bit more space because she's a bigger girl.
She's a big girl.
She needs exercise.
Yes.
She needs a walk or a yard.
Exactly. So Edgewood, Maryland, she needs a home. And if you're interested, you can contact them at adoption@lunashouse.org, or you can call them at 410-671-2954. Again, just take a look at their website. And if you want to, send them, sponsor an animal too, that's like $25 to sponsor any animal of your choosing, or type of animal of your choosing. So I would give it a little check out and see if any, animal catches your eyes. They have a lot of rabbits because I guess their namesake was a rabbit named Luna.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Yeah, definitely go check out Luna's house. We will link their website too in the show notes for you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have.
Yes. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Be sure to come back every Wednesday. We'll be dropping new ones. In the meantime, come hang out with us on YouTube. Drop us a comment. Leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. And you can follow us on social media, on TikTok and Instagram specifically at Situationship. Or you can follow our personals. Mine is at Morgan Ashley Shoffin.
And I'm at Lauren M. Dix.
See you guys next time.
Bye.